हरि ओम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। Bhagavad Gita, a conversation with God daily. In this series today, chapter 3, shloka number 14. अन्नाद् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात् अन्नसम्भवः यज्ञाद् भवति पर्जन्यो यज्ञः कर्म समुद्भवः. Yesterday we had stopped with Krishna said to Arjuna, you offer every act to God, and when you are going to enjoy that as His prasad, as the remnants of Him, then all sins are destroyed. With that he had stopped. If you are going to do everything for your own sake, if you are going to cook just for your own sake, then you are eating sin. With that we had stopped. Today, further Krishna continues on why actions should definitely be performed. अन्नाद् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात् अन्नसम्भवः. The cycle of world, everything that happens in this world, that actually revolves around action. It depends on only action. Annad bhavanti bhutani. There are so many living beings on this earth. The whole world means itself living beings are there in this world. All living beings, they are born out of food. Parjanyat anna sambhavaha. And that food, how is it formed? It is formed from the clouds. When we get rain, then crops are formed, and from the crops we get food. Annad bhavanti bhutani. From food, the living beings are formed. Because when we eat food, then it becomes as blood and rathas. From blood and rathas, that is from the ovum and semen, the new living being is formed. That food is dependent on rain. And yajnat bhavati parjanyu. How do we get rains? We get it because of yajna. What is yajna? Yajno apurvam, says Shankara Bhashya. That is, we perform actions. And we say everything that we experience in life, whatever joy, whatever sorrow, whatever gain, whatever loss, whatever it is, everything is as a result of our karma, we say. And the karma that we are actually experiencing need not be that which we performed in this birth only. It is as a result of karmas performed in so many previous births. So you perform a karma in some birth, and it is going to, you are going to experience the result of that karma only in some other birth. So, in the meantime, when the karma is finished, when you perform some action, then the result of that action takes a invisible form, and it remains like that. And at the correct time, when it has to reach the person, it gives the result. So in the intermediate period, it takes the form of apurva. The form that it takes and remains in the intermediate period is called apurva. That apurva is called yajna here, and that is responsible for rains. So the result of all your good actions, whatever actions you performed as offering to God, the result of all those actions, they actually take the form of clouds and bring you rains. Yajnaha karma samudbhavaha. And that apurva, from where it is formed, that apurva is formed from karma. Only when you perform some action, you get result of the action. And karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam tasmat sarvagatam brahma nityam yajne pratishtitam. Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi. That action, from where you perform that action, brahmodbhavam, Brahma means Vedas. That action you perform from the Vedas. Because the Vedas only tell you, you have to perform this like this, you have to perform this like that. The method of how any yajna is to be performed, the method of how any particular act is to be performed. This is right, this is not right. Everything the Vedas only tell us. So actions rise out of the Vedas. Brahma Akshara Samudbhavam. From where did the Vedas come? The Vedas came from Sakshat Brahman, from the Paramatma. Akshara means Paramatma. The Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam. So here, from the Paramatma you get the Vedas, and that Vedas is Sarvagatam, it says. That means its reach is everywhere. Why we say that its reach is everywhere? Because yasmat sakshat paramatma kyatat aksharat purusha nishwasavat samudbhutam brahma tasmat sarvartha prakashakatvat sarvagatam, says Adi Shankara in his commentary. That is, when the Vedas have come from Sakshat, the Supreme Brahman, the Vedas are called as the breathing of the Brahman. So, when it is actually like the life breath of Brahman, it is the knowledge of Brahman. So, everything is there in the Vedas. It speaks about everything. If you know the Vedas, you know everything. So, Sarva Prakashakatvat. It actually throws light on everything that is present in this universe and beyond this universe also. So, it is Sarvagatam. It reaches everywhere. Because the Vedas have come from Brahman, it reaches everywhere, and Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam. That Vedas, which came Sakshat from the Brahman, whose reach is everywhere, that is actually has the base in the actions. Yajne Pratishtitam. Because throughout the Vedas, only the various yajnas to be performed, all those are said in the Vedas, all the actions to be performed, that is explained in the Vedas. So, that Vedas actually, they are dependent on the actions. So, one big cycle is there. Living beings, all of us, we feel we are so important. We came from food, and food came because of rain, and rain, we get rain only from the results of our good actions. And the results of good actions depends on the actions themselves. And actions, they actually depend on the Vedas. And the Vedas are from the Supreme Brahman. And those Vedas, they have a reach everywhere. They speak about everything. Such Vedas, again in turn, they are dependent on actions. So, the whole cycle, this world itself, the creation of all living beings, the cycle of birth and death, everything is dependent on actions. Next shloka. Evam pravartitam chakram nanuvartayati hayaha aghayur indriya ramo mogham partha sajivati. So, evam pravartitam chakram. This is a cycle. One who does not follow this cycle, Agayuhu, he lives a life of sin. Indriya Ramo, he always takes pleasure only in fulfilling his senses. He always wants to fulfill the desires of his body, of his senses, such a person. What is the meaning? How can one not follow this cycle if you are not going to perform your actions as a worship to God. If you are not going to perform your actions as an offering to God, if you are not going to do that, if you are going to just keep living life as you like, I will not do anything to please God, but I will do whatever pleases myself. Such a person, he breaks this cycle. That's what is happening now. Today's world, everybody is living a life of not wanting God. Why God? They ask. So, they don't worship God and they don't do actions to please God also, that are pleasing to God. They do everything that is adharmic, that which is not mentioned in the Vedas. Avaidic life, a life that is not keeping with the rules mentioned in the Vedas. Such a life everybody leads. Result, the devas are displeased. The gods are not happy with us. So, we don't get rains. So many natural calamities are happening in the world. So, one who breaks this cycle, one who doesn't live according to this cycle, he lives a life of sin. One who is going to live just for his own sake, he is living a life of sin. Moham partha sajivati Arjuna, he lives a life of utter waste, says Krishna. Next shloka. Yastvatmaratirev syat atmatruptascha manavah atmanyeva cha santushtah tasya karyam na vidyate. Next shloka, he says, so now the importance of performing actions and the importance of performing the actions as a worship to God was said so far. Now there are a certain class of people who need not perform these actions. About them here Krishna says, Yastu atmaratireva syat, one who is always interested in the Brahman. His total inclination, desire is towards the Brahman. Atma truptascha manavaha, that man who is totally contented in the self. He is not after food, clothing or anything. He is not after any of those things. He is contented in the Atman. Atmanyeva cha santushtaha. There are so many things in this world to give a person happiness. Lots of enjoyments after which you can run. But a person who is totally detached from all that, he is not bothered about anything. He doesn't want any of those things. Sarvato Vita Trishna. He is free from all desires and earnings. Such a person, Tasya Karyam na Vidyate. He need not perform any action. That is the person who is in Jnana Yoga. One who is totally into the Brahman. That person, he need not perform any action. So all that has been said so far is for Karma Yoga. And by performing that Karma Yoga, you become qualified for Jnana Yoga. This, the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also speaks on this very same concept that is said in the Bhagavad Gita. The person, one who is after jnana, that jnana nishtha need not perform any actions that the other persons do for the sake of their family, for the sake of wealth or desiring all these things. Whatever persons do, those things, this one need not do. Next shloka. Naiva tasya kritenartho na kriteneha kaschana na chasya sarva bhuteshu kaschid artha vyapashrayah. Naiva tasya kritenartho. He continues. For that person who is totally steeped in Brahman, he doesn't attain anything. There is nothing for him to gain from doing any action, whatever it be. From the smallest act to the biggest thing, what all we do. Daily we do so many things. Daily routine. Some things we plan for months together and do. Whatever it be, whatever type of action, he doesn't have anything to gain from it. Na akriteneka kaschana. And by not doing any act also, he doesn't incur any sin. So far, we have been saying, you have to do action, you have to do action. Otherwise it is a sin. But now this person, even if he doesn't do any action, he doesn't incur any sin. Nacha asya sarva bhuteshu kaschid artha vyapashrayaha. And he doesn't need anything from any living being. Right from Lord Brahma to an ordinary tree, he doesn't expect anything from anybody. So, he need not perform any action. We'll stop with this for today. We'll continue tomorrow.